Hello and welcome back to another news video for Final Fantasy XIV. Then this, kind of like a PSA more than anything, this is actually regarding software tokens. So if you don't know what a software token is, essentially authentication, one-time passwords, that kind of thing, to access your Final Fantasy XIV and indeed Square Enix accounts. So this applies to Final Fantasy XI, Final Fantasy XIV, basically anything that you would use your Square Enix account to use, such as the website, the MOG station, that sort of stuff, your entire account. Essentially, the news is that they are retiring software authentication via the mobile app. So currently there is an app that you can use as software token authentication. It says currently 3 types of one-time passwords are available for use for Square Enix accounts. These include software authenticator apps, the Square Enix security tokens, which are the keyring type, which I'm actually shaking, not that you can probably hear in the background, but I have a physical version myself, which I like. It's got a little button on it and you press it, and you can still buy these, by the way, the physical editions. I'll put some links in the description. And the Square Enix software tokens. Now, the Square Enix software token application for smartphones is actually scheduled to be discontinued next year or later, so 2024 or later. Obviously, you've got a bit of leeway to decide on what you're going to do next, but of course, not having security on your account is a very bad thing. We live in a day and an age where security tokens, whilst they do not 100% guarantee that you will not be, hacked or maliciously logged into by someone else, somewhere else in the world, they are at least a stopgap to at least try to protect your account, like many other things, and it's better to have that prevention possibility, right? So with the discontinuation of the software token application service on smartphones, you want to choose something else. It says, as a preliminary first step towards this, new registrations for the Square Enix software tokens will close on Tuesday, November the 21st of this year. The implementation of the closure for new registrations will be on Tuesday, November the 21st, 2023, from 5 to 7 GMT, which is 6 to 8 BST and 1500 to 1700 AEST. They say after the period for new registrations has ended, you will no longer be able to select the software token, the smartphone application version, option when setting a one-time password in a Square Enix management system. And they say to please use either a software authenticator or a Square Enix security token via the physical keyring type, like I keep shaking in front of the mic, thinking you can probably hear that when you can't. So yeah, basically other software authenticators include stuff like Authy and things like that. There's a link that says how to activate a software authenticator, which we'll look at in a second. It says customers who are using a Square Enix software token at the time new registrations are closed will be able to continue using this, however, until the end of the service. But please consider switching to an authentication app or Square Enix security token, i.e. the physical version again. The exact date for the end of service will be announced as soon as it is determined. So currently it's just next year or a little bit after that. They say, we apologize for any inconvenience this may cause and thank you for your understanding. So if you were using the app for Square Enix software token on your phone, it might be a good idea to switch over. The link here will actually take you to a page all about authentication, and obviously we'll link this in the description more than anything, as well as the Lodestone article, but it will give you step-by-step instructions on how to not only put on a software token, but also remove it. The physical ones, all you have on the back of them is a serial number, and you log into your MOG station account and you can put that serial in, and that's how you link that. I personally like having physical things like this. You might not like that, and that's totally fine. There are other options, as we say, with different authentication programs. So there we go, and that's a whole thing. I'm not going to read through how to add things to your thing. I'll link that below. But yes, it's interesting to see how they're retiring their phone app. It wants to sort of point towards the question of what are they going to do with the other phone apps. Now, at this time, they've not mentioned any changes to those, but it will be interesting to see how far this rabbit hole goes, if they are deciding anything else with any of their other apps in the future. But at least for now, we know that the software authenticator is being retired, which is a little bit of a bummer, really. But I suppose you know, all good things must come to an end, and I suppose there's less reason if you've got other things that you could use. But anyway, like I say, there'll be a link in the description, probably the third link down. So the first link, I'll have the Lodestone, the second one, this page here, of how to add stuff and take them out. And also I will link the store page for North America for the software token, the physical keyring version, which is available in other countries as well. But there we go, and you can navigate on there. Anyway, let me know what you think about this, if you've used the token before, if this is a minor inconvenience, or if you find this quite annoying. Let me know, and I'll see what the comments say. Much love, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.